Hi there, and welcome to your top to toe chair stretch. All you're going to need today is a chair. Doesn't matter what you're wearing, bare feet, shoes, socks, any old clothes, it really doesn't matter. We're just going to be stretching out that body, 10 different body parts from the neck right down to the toes. So top to toe, total body stretch. Lots of great benefits from this. We'll go through them as we go through. I'll suggest you get a sip of water while I get the music started, because a well-hydrated muscle is going to be more likely to stretch well. So let's get that going and just take a seat on your chair. Right. All right. So we're going to start at the top with the neck. So I'm going to just get comfortable on my chair. For obvious reasons, we're not going to be slouching or leaning back too much on the back of the chair, but a chair with a back is suggested. So feet planted. Let's just start with a nice deep inhale, as we always do with our Power Hour workouts, and exhale so we get the breathing in our favor. Now, right here, you can do whatever you need at this point. You might need to stretch back and get the upper back. You may need to just kind of limber up through the torso. Whatever you wish, just to kind of get in tune with the body, and we'll exhale. All right, we're going to keep that deep breathing going. We're going to start with the neck. We're going to look side to side, really feeling that range of motion. It's going to be quite big. Move that ear as far back as you can while maintaining a good, strong core position. An upright back, shoulders are in position aligned. Take as long as you need. You can stop on one side, as long as you might need to work out your kinks. Let's take the chin down now and imagine the base of the skull lifting up, very top of the spine, lifting up. Now we'll lift up subtly. If you have any difficulties in the neck, you don't want to compress the vertebrae here. You don't have to go high. Go down and up again at your own pace. As you exhale, you'll feel the abdominals deflate. Yes. All right, let's take the one ear, drop it to one side toward the shoulder. Yes, exhale here so you get a little more stretch, a little more range of motion. And then we'll drop that chin toward that shoulder. Ah, great tension reliever. And now take that chin and go up on a diagonal and then way down toward the shoulder. You move the chin and then down. I'm going to do that one more time, so we get nice rotation in the neck. Good. We're going to try that on the other side. Start with the ear dropping. So just follow along. And we're going to take the chin down. Exhale. So whether you are doing this workout, move the chin up to increase your range of motion. Make sure that your flexibility doesn't lessen as you age. You want to be able to do your activities of daily living with a good range of motion, so those movements are more efficient and easier to do. Good. Let's come to the center. We're going to move on now to shoulders. I'm going to start up, back, down, and then up, forward, down. So it's like your shoulders are painting 3 sides of a box. And now just make that a little smoother. Yes. Or perhaps you're doing this workout because you're noticing a few aches, a few sore spots, perhaps some stiffness after a workout, and you just want to work out any of those kinks or tightnesses that you might have. Great reason to do this as well. All right. So now let's do a full circle. Yes, press the shoulders down, sweep it up. Good. We'll do one more like that, staying strong through the core. We'll just do a shoulder shrug up and down. Whoo, so you really see that difference, right? It's like a foot drop, it feels like. Yes. One more. We're going to go into one more shoulder movement. I call it head and shoulders, knees and toes. I was an elementary school teacher after all. So we're going to start at the head. We're going to bring those elbows together, drop the chin, open up the back area of the shoulders, the posterior delts. Yes. So we'll squeeze those elbows together, open up. You might think of it as your upper back, really upper, up near the shoulders. I'm going to do that one more time. So you really focus on the exhale when the shoulders come together. The elbows come together too. Good. So there's head. Let's go down to shoulders. Same idea. I'm going to open up through the upper back. Press those elbows back. Get a little chest stretching while we're at it. Now you're going to go at your own pace because you might find one of your tight spots is here. Maybe this is where you store tension. Is another reason we do this kind of workout is just to relieve mental and physical tension. Sometimes physical tension is stored in those muscles. You want to just do that deep breathing. Let the muscles lengthen and relax, and you'll feel so much better. Okay, head and shoulders, we're down to knees. All right, I'm going to sit on the edge of the chair. Again, it's not a spinal cat-cow, which we'll do later. It's here in the upper back and shoulders. So let's just really squeeze these shoulders forward and almost like they're coming together. And then neutral, or shoulders are back a little bit. Shoulders front. And back. I'm giving the shoulders a fair amount of time here because we do tend to store our tension here, both muscularly and mentally. And we want to reduce our chances of headaches, tension headaches. This is our last one at the shoulder level. Now we've got to go head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Now you don't have to reach the toes. You can reach the calves. You can go to the ankles, whatever you feel comfortable touching. I'm going to round the shoulders, drop the chin, and focus on that upper back. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, and then forward, and back. It's really more of a neutral or a long spine. And our third and final one. Roll that up. That should feel good. Now we're going to go on to spine. We're working down the body. So I am going to go into a cat-cow. So on this one, I'm going to have the hands. You can have them either on the chair, on the legs. And I'm going to round more the mid-spine, the mid part of the back. So if you're wearing a bra, it would be like the bra strap back there, the band, pushing that away from you. Chin down, deep exhale. I'm going to separate the legs and press into a slight arch, and then go back into my cat, round it, almost like a giant letter C created with your body from the knees to the head. And then arch slightly, shoulders down. And around 3 of this. All right, let's just write this with a mountain pose, palms forward. So you should be very aware of a nice long neck. Shoulders are aligned nicely now. They're not caved forward, not popping your rib cage up. You're just in great natural alignment. The abs are stacked right on top of the hips. We're not popping out. Yes, a nice deep breath here. I'm going to open those legs and go into a forward fold. So let's take that in the front. I'll go down till the fingertips either touch the floor or come close. Shoulders come forward, neck comes forward, and you're going to lengthen that spine. Now breathe out and relax the head and shoulders. Palms will go down, perhaps touching the floor. And you're going to find the lower portion of the spine starting to relax and lengthen. Let's come up to the fingertips. long spine. I'll show you that on the side. Yes, shoulders away from the ears. Now, palms down, chin down, and exhale. Love this one. Really common to be tight in the low back, and it's a great one for that. Good, roll that up. Now we're going to roll down one more time, and this time we're going to do a pull through and pull our hands toward the back wall and see if you can grab the legs of your chair. So we're going to roll down, curve that spine, sitting right on the edge of your chair. Take those arms through, take your head as if it's going to go through your legs. It won't, but you're directing your head and your face to the back wall for a really intense low back stretch. One more deep breath. And let's roll that up. Oh, love that one. All right, we're now moving into the arms. We're going to start with the triceps. So we're going to sit up tall. Yes, grab one elbow and press the elbow close to the head, but also a little behind you. Now, it's really common here for the rib cage to pop out. And we don't really want to do that. We want to keep the ribs aligned over the hips, not popping, but stacked. So you're going to try to keep that good spinal alignment and chest aligned. And if nothing else, just breathe. Yes. Exhale. One more breath. Good. I'm going to let the arms relax and then go to side two. Here we go. Yes, you may also be doing this workout because you want to aid in your recovery between tough weight-bearing strength training workouts, which we do in Power Hour. And that puts a lot of stress, good kind of stress, on the muscles. And it does take time for the muscles to recover from that work, repair, get stronger. And this kind of work, bringing great circulation to your muscles, will certainly help in that process. No question. Exhale thoroughly and frequently. I'm going to do one more slow inhale. Hold for a moment, and then a deep, slow exhale. Feel those abs contract as you exhale. Feels great. We're going to go into the biceps. Now, we're not going to hold the back of the chair. We're going to go wide here and then bring the arms back and be aware of where you place your thumbs. I'm going to have my thumbs go back and around as far as I can till I feel biceps lengthen a little bit. Let's flip it over. Draw the hands closer to one another if you can. You might want to flex at the wrist, depending on where you feel a nice stretch. Now we're going to go down into the forearms, wrists, and hands. So we're going to clasp the hands and do a figure eight. The wrists. Yeah, I know. 20 years ago, we didn't need this stretch as much as we do now with all the device usage. Now see if you can go backwards. Little brain strengthener too. Good. Now close your fist open. Simple movement, but so helpful to release tension in the fingers and hands. Great. We'll finish off with the forearms. Press gently on the back of the hand. Shoulders down and back. Abdominals are still engaged. You can move it around a little at any time. Let's take the hand up Oh, yeah. Let's go to the other side. Gentle pressure. The beautiful thing about it is this short period of time will work on all those goals and more. So regardless of your goal, you will target it. Mental health benefits, the recovery benefits, the circulation benefits, the range of motion benefits, the anti-achy muscle benefits. It's all good. All right, just do whatever you need to do to feel good there. Yes, and we're going to move on. So we've done most of the upper body except the chest. So we're going to this time grab the back of your chair. Now remember the shoulder work, up, back, down, get into that type of position, down and back. Stack those hips, you're not popping forward. Yes. And then really work the arms toward one another and the chest from the hips all at one as one. So it's not here in the chest, it's from the hips. It's just a subtle difference. Yes. Now, if you wish, you can take it a little higher and press so you get some of the upper fibers of the chest. If this is not intense enough for you, you can stand up, hold your hands between a door frame, and press yourself forward with that hinge motion so you'll feel it more intensely. All right, I'm going to move on to our second chest opener. I'm going to have my elbow on one leg, and I'm going to really reach here. Yes. Now let's open that arm up in a big giant rainbow, palm up, and you want to expand through the chest here. I'm going to try that again. Reach, 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 and open, open, open. Starting to warm up the spine. The spine is already warm, so it's going to feel good here too. I'm going to do one more. If your hand's far forward, you won't feel anything. So the hand is back quite a bit. Yes. Let's just write that. Ooh. Exhale. Let's go to the other side. Reach. And arc. Reach. Oh, really nice for the torso. So stay as long as you wish in any of the positions. Whether you like this forward lean, you can stay there longer. I like the open position. I sometimes need to stay there a little longer, or you can just go back and forth and rest. Ooh, all right, we're going to go into the lower body now. We're going to start with the hip flexors and quads. I'm going to ask you to turn slightly in your chair and drop the knee straight down from the hip bone. Yes. So I like to have the ball of the foot down, but you can do whatever you wish with the foot. Now, I'm going to just work on pressing this hip from here, pressing that hip forward. Yes. So I get some good length here. This really cramps up. You know, when you get up after sitting too long and you start to walk all wobbly because these hip flexors have contracted and they're finding it hard to instantly release. That's why we need this one. All right, hold the back of your chair, please. Let's lift the arm of the same side as the low leg and bring it over toward the back of your chair. Exhale here. I'm going to sweep that back and do that again. Do a third time if you wish, or just hold the second rep as I'm doing a little longer. When you're ready, put both of your hands on the back of your chair, sit up tall, and rotate to get a nice spinal twist as a bonus to our glute I should say, well, it's a little bit of glutes, but mostly quad and hip flexor. Nice. Now I'm going to reverse that twist and take it around to an open twist, still trying to get hip flexors and quads lengthening. These actually are tightening. Now let's just take one arm up, the other arm down for a reverse warrior. Oh, feels strong. Let's go to the other side now. Ooh, I know that was quite a while to hold that pose. All right, other knee goes down, his foot's planted. For me, I have the ball of the foot planted. Yes, now I'm going to focus on pushing this hip forward. So if you have weak glutes, it's going to be harder. This is why we do a lot of glute work in Power Hour. That is going to help you. They're really related. We need strong glutes. We need flexible hip flexors, and the two go hand in hand. All right, I'm going to hold the back of the chair, lift way up, sweep it over. Go back and do that a second time. I'm going to hold this second rep, but if you wish to not hold it as long, you can do a third rep. Let's take both hands on the back of the chair, sitting tall, rotate, rotate, rotate. Keeping the knee pointed downward, hips moving forward. Exhale and see if you can rotate further around. Let's reverse that and come to an open twist. And we'll finish with that reverse warrior. Chin up if you can. And we'll go back to our start position. Ooh, shake anything out that's a little tight. All right, now we're going to move on to hips and glutes. So we're going to take one leg and put it either above the knee for a figure 4 or below the knee if that's where your flexibility is today. And we're going to sit again on the edge of the chair, shoulders in position, lengthen through the torso, ribs and hips aligned, and then just consciously move that knee downward as you exhale. Ooh, really common to be tight here. And it may not just be your workouts making you tight, it might be the activities you do in daily life, especially those repetitive motions that you do. Sitting is kind of like a repetitive motion that we all do. Get a little tight through the hips from that. All right, we're going to lean forward here, the long spine. Anytime we're moving and we're stretching, we're challenging the body, that's when we exhale. That's when we take note. Are we thirsty at all? Do we need more water to get the most out of that movement? If you do, stop, get water, and join back in when you're ready. Now I'm going to hold the hands near the ankles and round backward. Straighten up and lean forward. Straight back. Oh yeah. Let's do that one more time. We'll round it back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, flat back. Oh, I found I got a little further with that. All right, just help your leg untangle. We'll go to the other side, knowing that one side may be very different from another. All right, we're sitting up tall. We're just consciously trying to open this knee up as we exhale. Now we're all different anatomically in the hips. So even though you may do this stretch on a regular basis, you may maintain your flexibility, you may gain some, but it doesn't mean you're going to all of a sudden have your knee dropping down like a foot because of your own hip structure. So we want to be realistic in our goals. All right, let's take it forward. And then we'll round back with straight arms, tucked chin. Inhale. Now exhale, flat back forward. Starting to loosen up. Let's go back again. And exhale forward. Excellent. Try to untangle that, and we're going to do our final of the 10 parts of the body, the hamstring and ankles. So kind of clumping two together here. We're going to take the knee up. And again, we're not going to round here. We're going to sit up tall, use the core, and we're going to rotate at the ankle and reverse. Where we just worked the glutes in the hip and glute figure 4 stretch. Hopefully bringing your knee up isn't too challenging. Your glutes are nice and limber. Let's take that to the other side. Tall chest, tall spine, knee in and high. And then do what you can, what you wish with the ankles. We know we need good mobility in those ankles to maintain a good squat position. Any of our sort of hinge moves, squat moves. Yes, do your own thing there. And we'll finish off with the hamstrings. I'm going to take one foot forward. I'm going to point it to start. And I'm going to hinge forward again from the hips. Go down, down, down. And then when you get to a point where you feel you can't keep moving forward, exhale. And you may be able to go another couple of centimeters. I'm going to go one more breath here. See if I can go a little bit lower with my chest. Okay, now I'm going to stay low. Flex the foot. You can either support your hands on the floor or just above the knee. Now take the opposite hand to the foot if you can, or the shin. Lean forward, exhale again. We're going to add another little rotation and extend the other arm. Let's take both hands down. Chin toward the knee. And then we're going to lift those arms up. Oh yeah, between the ears and press the chest down. Builds a bit of heat in the body. And we'll sweep that up. Ah, all right. Woo, we've got the other side and you'll be all done. Point the toe, hinge at the hip. Rib cage comes forward, just gradually going lower. When you get as far as you feel you can go for now, exhale, keep on moving. Another breath there. Now we'll flex the foot. Hands on the floor or on your leg, either one. Chin down. So this really puts a lot of the stretches together. You'll find your neck, shoulders are relaxed, limber. You can move them about. Your spine is long here. Your hips are loose. You're able to hinge there. Putting it all together. All right, opposite hand to foot.
chin down. Now, if you wish to rotate, you can. If you're doing this workout because you want to release any mental tension or stress, the spinal twists are very helpful for that. If you're not worried about that, you can just look at the floor and try to go a little more deeply into the movement, and work more on range of motion. All right, both hands down, chin down. Now let's lift the arms up. Oh yeah, press the chest forward and down. Reach. We'll swoop that up. And excellent work. You can exhale. I hope you feel great. I hope you feel limber. And I hope to see you next workout. Thanks for joining me today. See you soon. Bye for now.